right now we got Sissiboo in Church Point, and this is one of the first interviews being done with the legendary band that is, formed what year? 2022. So, what I find interesting is good. Just keep on going. It's like, this is like what, the 15th show? Or something like that, or 10, 15, pretty close.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you've been following. You were at the first
9 last year.
Yeah, so it's like that. You guys have new singles released also.
3 songs now.
3 songs, and you're working on an album.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that's in the chamber, ready to be worked on. Some stuff's finished, some stuff's being worked on. Yeah, lots more to come.
so when we expect the album, like 2026?
Well,
Probably.
late 2026.
Light, okay?
Yeah. A lot of bands are putting out 3, 4. Yeah, albums aren't a thing anymore, right? It's all singles. Nobody's buying albums.
Just Paul listens to albums still, and me.
No, I listen to a lot of Hodgson.
Yeah, we'll do an EP release when we've got
Yeah.
4 or 5
Yeah.
songs already released.
I think it'll have to do with the mojo in the studio. If things get rolling and it's really going well, and Lewis is writing, he is writing stuff. It could be an album very easily.
Yeah.
Depends on what happens internally in the studio and what is going on.
So, like, this summer you guys playing in Amherst also? That region?
It's in between New Glasgow and Tigonish.
That should be special, first time going down there.
Giant Stock.
Giant Stock, yeah.
Guys, it's the headliner, so it brings in a crowd, and we're pretty excited to be behind them anyway.
Nice. So let's go also with like origins and stuff, influences. So let's start with Paul.
My influences. I guess I started by listening. I saw the Beatles and Ed Sullivan.
Okay.
And then very early teens, I got into Prophet a lot.
Yeah.
And bands like Kiss. A lot of concerts. I'm a rocker. Yeah. But I like all different kinds of genres of music.
Oh, David.
Yeah. Well, as a drummer, way back in the day, bands like Electric Light Orchestra, Supertramp, Boston. Of course, when AC/DC came around, what really projected me into the stratosphere mentally with wow was Iron Maiden when they came out with Killers. Clive Barr was drumming on that, and then subsequently they came out with Number of the Beast, which was still him. And also Black Sabbath, they had many different drummers. But I just like that type of music, and it was something new and refreshing. Like rock was rock, but all of a sudden these bands are doing wicked things with cymbals and hi-hats, and it's like, oh my goodness, what is this?
Yeah.
So, and of course, Scott Rockefeller Queensryche was another band that really caught my attention.
Oh, cool.
Jeff Tate being one of the better lead vocalists out there amongst all of them. Yeah, and I like the other guys, and I was in a lot of different places mentally and musically, but those are bands. And the Kinks is one of my favorite bands of all time, but the best is obviously for me The Who. Anyone who knows me, I'm a big Who fan.
Right.
Keith Moon was all over the place. He wasn't the most technical drummer, but playing from the heart, which is what I look at when I see a drummer. He's got that internal fire, and it's just untamed, and that's what I loved about him. So yeah, early 80s metal is my thing.
It's good that early 80s metal. I'll tell you that. That is my influences too.
Yes.
So much.
That's my wheelhouse. That's what I cut my teeth on playing. I was never going to be a singer. I was just going to be a rhythm guitar player in a band. I started playing in a traveling touring bands when I was 16. Sang back on the shows, and then when I left back, out of necessity, became the singer, and then Blind Chase Down. Yeah. If I named 4 vocalists that I wanted to craft myself after, it would be Bruce Dickinson of Iron Maiden.
Wow.
Roger Daltrey of the definitely Jeff Tate, he's right, and Sting. Huge Sting fan. It's my number one. Synchronicity, my number one Desert Island album. I've bought it. I've owned it on cassette, 8-track, vinyl twice, and downloaded. So yeah, it's my absolute 100% go-to.
Oh, it's a classic T-shirt.
Yeah, gonna be a vocalist. I focus more on that than guitar playing, not a lead player or rhythm player.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Influence is certainly like Bruce Dickinson. I would have never
Bruce Dickinson,
seen that coming.
love. Yeah, absolute favorite.
I'm a Deanna guy.
Yeah. Nah. No, Bruce all the way.
I love Bruce.
I like Deano, but no,
Yeah.
Bruce took him to another level.
Terry T in the house. So yeah.
Terry likes Mitsu.
Right.
Old cowboy.
So this is how the sample gets together. All these influences. Give me some influences there.
Johnny Winters, early Johnny Winters. Of course, I grew up in an environment that was all country. Like, my father has always played the Brown family and Maine Williams. And so it's all country. And then, I don't know what happened, but Johnny Winters came along and just blew me away. And that turned into Black Sabbath and Pink Floyd. I grew up in Ontario as well, St. Paul and Lewis. And where I grew up,
I was born in Ontario, so that makes us all.
Oh my God.
So, but Ontario is a great spot to go see live bands. For example, from Toronto to Windsor, Queen, Boston, all the bands are Black Sabbath, Niagara Falls are next door. So those are my influences for just going there. And then over time, it's just owning a crowd of, so it's taken a while. It's taken a while, but it's like everybody else. We're all mature adults here.
And now during time. Well, that's great. It's like that. Thank you very much for answering those questions, because I'm sure a lot of people that are watching this in the future will not have even imagined that.
I like that, in the future.
Well, tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow's right.
Yeah, because what happens when it goes on YouTube is just there, it gets lost, it gets refound. Yeah, and then it's also, interview with Sissiboo. And what's going to be interesting with this interview, with all the background noise, I got an AI simulated, so it's focusing on our voices.
Nice.
That's going to be interesting. So that'll be a test.
We are done.
Awesome. Thank you.
Cheers.
First, Jason.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it very much. Good luck tonight.
You have a good show.
Thank you.
All right, Sissiboo in the house.